Is Hawaiian Airlines International Business Class worth it? With an outdated 222 configuration, very little privacy, and a large price tag, it might seem like most people would opt for the back. But don't worry, someone had to do the hard work and review it, so I stepped in. And now I am here in Seattle and I'm about to get on the plane, so let's go see what Hawaiian First Class is all about. Okay, first impressions, it's very nice, even though there was a unfriendly gate agent. The flight attendants have been extremely nice. We were greeted with a pre-departure beverage of guava juice, which was my choice. And then an amenity kit was at your seat, and the flight attendants come around with amenities, which feels like it adds a more personal touch. And we'll go through that later and everything this seat offers, but for now, let's get up in the air. My flight today from Seattle to Tokyo would take just under 10 hours, and it's actually one of the longest flights in Hawaiian system. This route is a fairly new one. It started just over 2 months ago on May 12th as the now owner of Hawaiian, Alaska Airlines, plans to turn Seattle into an international gateway. This expansion will continue with a new Seattle to Seoul route beginning September 12th and a new Seattle to Rome route beginning in May 2026. And less than 15 minutes after takeoff, the flight attendants have come around with tablecloths for our table and iPads with a lot of movie options. This is awesome. Okay, really quickly, I just wanted to tell you guys that I was in a very good mood at this point and scared to point out anything less than awesome. This is awesome. But I spent some time later looking through the movies and found that there were actually very few options. Thankfully, this shouldn't matter because all of Hawaiian's A330s have Starlink internet, which means that anybody can have browsing Wi-Fi for completely free. It's pretty fast, and I was even able to upload a video on the plane, which was pretty cool. Anyways, enough about the entertainment, back to the flight. Now, obviously there are a lot of cool features about the seat, and I'll do a whole seat tour and everything later. First, time for the meal service. It has started off with a warm, scented hot towel, and I have gotten my pre-ordered Sprite and macadamia nuts. Yum. And now, only 38 minutes after takeoff, the main course has arrived. Let me tell you what it is. It is crab jelly, usui tofu, roasted duck breast, same angango with fish paste, purple and sweet potato ball, roasted chicken with umami sauce, steamed white rice, pickled vegetables, and miso soup. That's a ton of food, and it looks so good and smells even better. Let's chow down. Okay, I actually just had a moment with that umami chicken. That's like some of the best chicken or anything in general I've ever tasted. Oh, this food is so good, cooked to perfection. I am extremely happy here. And to finish off the meal, I have gotten a strawberry cheesecake with decaf coffee. Okay, that was not airplane food. That was an incredible dining experience. All the food was amazing. And as you can see, they dimmed the cabin lights. And now I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, all that Japanese food did something to my stomach, but don't worry guys, I'm fine. And now I'm going to give you a seat tour. As you can see, I have the mattress pad on the seat, which is so nice to have. It feels like not very many airlines offer that. And it covers the whole seat, which is super comfortable. And as you can see, it's pretty broad. It has room for my shoulders, which are very, very broad. And then if we just start at the far right of the seat, first there's a privacy divider, which looks like this when it's up. Offers a nice screen. And then the tray tables come out of there. You saw that when I ate dinner. And then there's the tablet holder. Obviously, we are storing a ton of stuff here. And then just below that is more storage where I'm storing even more stuff. It came with a water bottle at the seat, which is super nice. There is a USB there, and then there's a universal power plug down there. Super useful. The footwell is pretty spacious, especially up here in row 1. That's all my bedding right there. There's a blanket and a super fluffy pillow along with the mattress pad, which I already put on my bed. And then on the left side of the seat, look at that, even more storage. If I were trying to find things to complain about, it is a little exposed and open. I can see all of my neighbors, which is kind of awkward. And the padding could be a little thicker, but personally I kind of like the airy feel, especially when I'm sitting next to someone I know. So this seat is a huge win for me, and I love it a lot. And yes, it does lie flat. I'll add that. It's so nice to have in the sky. And now let's go through the amenity kit. The amenity kit comes in this super fun branded bag, and in it are socks, an eye mask, chapstick, a dental kit, and a full-size pen. All of these amenities you actually had to pick from a basket that they brought around that I showed you already, other than the pen and the toothbrush. And so I didn't take all the amenities because I didn't need them, but overall this is a super, super fun amenity kit, and it's super thick. And then also the last amenity I'll show you are these branded slippers, which feel super thick and super fluffy. This is a terrific seat, and I could not be more happy to be in the seat for the 10 hours over to Tokyo. I think I'm feeling kind of tired, so probably watch a little something because there's Starlink, which is super fast, and then go to bed. Okay, good night. I'll talk to you later. Okay, I've come up to the first class bathroom, and I walked in, and it smells so good. And it's because there's fresh orchids all throughout the bathroom, which is crazy. Also, it has a super nice tile floor, so I'm a huge fan of the first class bathroom. When I got back to my seat, I found a little Haagen-Dazs ice cream waiting for me. There also was an option of an in-flight meal, but I was still really full from dinner, so I didn't get anything. Then, after doing some reading and watching a little bit of YouTube, about an hour and 20 minutes before landing, we have been served a kind of a lunch dinner thing. We land in Tokyo at 4 p.m., which is why it's not a breakfast meal, but it's all very good, and the fresh fruit is very nice to have right before you land. It makes you feel woken up. I don't even know what I was trying to say there, but hopefully that came across okay. I'm going to talk to you. As we descended, the flight attendants came through the cabin with chocolates for each of the business class passengers, and now, as we land in Tokyo, I just wanted to give you my final review of the Hawaiian International Business Class experience. Starting off with the service, the crew definitely lived up to Hawaiian's reputation as having some of the friendliest flight attendants in the sky. Our crew was so nice and thoughtful, and even though first class on today's flight was about 80% standbys like me, they treated us no different from any other paying passenger. Their entertainment was unfortunately lacking in options, but Starlink more than made up for it, and it made it to where I didn't even need the iPad. Their food was delicious, and my Japanese fusion meal at the beginning of the flight was some of the best food I've ever tasted. I hope their catering never changes because their food is absolutely 10 out of 10. The seat, though, is what most people have problems with, and please don't take anything I'm about to say as criticism or lack of gratitude. I still can't believe I was able to do this, but I want to make sure to give an honest review. Personally, I found the seat very exposed, and it was awkward being able to see your neighbors. Thankfully, they do stagger the rows, which gives you a little more privacy, but the cabin certainly has a very open design. The seat also did not have much storage, and it often felt cluttered when I was trying to store just a few things. Other than that, the lie flat was amazing, and the space for my shoulders was surprisingly big. As a belly sleeper, I was able to lay down just fine. So, is Hawaiian's business class product worth it? In the end, that's up to you and your budget. As for me, I don't mind economy, and the savings alone would make it more than worth it. But if you want to see what Hawaiian's economy looks like, then watch the video on screen. I'll see you later, and until then, subscribe.